All right, so I'm going to discuss a little bit on the demolition plan that we have planned for this project. You can see here is our final design for our campground layout. We have the two loops, the main loop going around, and then the secondary loop here off to the side. The demolition plan specifies to clear out the roadway here that goes around in the campsite and also the secondary loop. It calls for a 5-foot shoulder on either side to be cleared out, so that way they'll have enough room to install the roadway, make sure it's level enough that they have enough area to work with. And so that's the plan for this roadway around here. It also includes this parking lot out here on the side. Same thing, 5-foot shoulders here onto the outsides of here. And that makes sure to clear off all the shrubs and trees that are out here. The main thing for the demolition plan is to make sure that there's no trees or shrubs here in the roadways or also here in the parking lot areas. That way we were able to press forward with the construction of both the parking lot and the roadway. And that way everything is ready to go and on time. As far as the construction time for this project, we're looking at a total build time of about 6 months, all the way from when we finish this design, we'll submit to the BLM and they'll review it. But basically, it's about a 6-month time frame from start to finish. The bidding process, we project, will take about 6 weeks to send out bids and receive bids from other construction companies for the BLM to decide which company they would like to go with to work with on this project. Take about a month or so to acquire some of the materials. The major materials needed would be the large boulders that they need to acquire, and just some of the mix for the aggregate for the roadways and the parking lot areas. The campsite designation phase of construction will take about 3 months. What this will do is we're going to clear out the site for the campsite. So again, to kind of clear out the individual campsite areas of the trees and shrubs, make sure that's good to go for the campground area. We're also going to construct the RV pads. So we're going to create a 15 by 42 foot RV pad. You can see here in this drawing here with the size and dimensions, and you can kind of see a side profile of what we plan on building for those concrete pads. We're also going to install the fireplaces and tables for each individual campsite, and also place the placards for each campsite to kind of identify which ones are which. So again, that campsite designation process is going to take the longest. We estimate about 3 months time. The road construction to go around here, around the campsite area to build both of these loops, and also this parking lot area is projected to take about a month. And basically we want to clear the roadway, also part of the demolition plan. And then we want to prepare a base for the aggregates and the compaction of the roadway, so that way you have a firm foundation to lay our roadways and parking lots on. And then just overall construction time is factored into that month of time. We have another phase of the construction fund is fence building, which we scheduled to be about a month. And what that entails is to install fencing for the restoration area. So these areas out here in red are going to be the restoration areas. We're going to restore the vegetation in areas. So we're going to build fence lines around here to kind of help keep people out. And then there'll be other restoration areas around the area as well. And then we're also going to install boulders along the roadway around this main road here. And that's in order to keep people off of these trails, so we can avoid people from driving off into these trees and other areas, recreational areas. So keep them on the main roadway as well. So that'll take about a month to build the fences. And then our restoration will take about 3 weeks to a month. And again, that's just to build the fencing around the areas. And also we're going to build some restoration signs, put some signage up, letting the people who use the campsite area to know that this place is a place of restoration, where we're trying to restore the natural habitat of this area. And we're also going to replant some vegetation in areas that we deem that would need it. And again, that's going to take about 3 weeks. So total building time is about 3 months, or about 6 months total for the whole project. And then again, the project cost is estimated to be about $250,000 from start to end.